Hello and welcome to MacGyver's Grant Public Library's Storytime Tuesday. Today we are continuing our month-long theme of being thankful and grateful. And today we are reading the book We Are Grateful by Traci Sorell. Traci Sorell is the author of the book. She wrote the words and she is also a member of the Cherokee Nation. So in this book she's telling us how the Cherokee Nation says we are grateful. And that is this beautiful word right here. I want you to listen to it. It just rolls off your tongue. It's so pretty. Otsaliheliga. That's how you say that. Otsaliheliga. And that's what it looks like when it's written in our letters. And that's what it looks like when it's written in Cherokee letters. Otsaliheliga. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm very grateful for you. And I'm glad that you're here today. Frane Lessac is the illustrator of this book. She drew the pictures. And this book has won 2 honors. You see the beautiful pictures on the back. And it was published by Charlesbridge. Cherokee people say Otsaliheliga to express gratitude. It is a reminder to celebrate our blessings and reflect on our struggles daily throughout the year and across all the seasons. So we don't just say we're thankful in the fall. We end up saying we're thankful a lot in the fall, but we should be thinking about things we're thankful and grateful for all year long, and that is something that the Cherokee do. And here is a tree that has all 4 seasons in it, and I really like that picture. Doesn't that remind you to all year long to do it? So what season is the tree in right here with the colorful leaves on it? Is that the season we're in right now? That season is autumn or fall. Those 2 words for that season, isn't there? And then what about when all the leaves go away and there's no leaves in the trees anymore and it's really cold outside? What season is that? That's right, it's winter. That's right. And then what about when the leaves first start coming out and they're so pale and there might be flowers too? Spring, and it first starts warming up and then it gets good and hot and all those leaves turn bright green, and that's summer, isn't it? So there's the tree that has summer, autumn, winter, and spring all in one tree to remind us to be thankful all year long. And then at the bottom of the page, it shows us the word Otsaliheliga right there in our letters. And then it shows us how to pronounce it, which I just love. And then it shows us what it looks like in Cherokee letters. And then it shows us what it means. We are grateful. Otsaliheliga. When cool breezes blow and leaves fall, we say Otsaliheliga. There's fall. We are grateful for fall. And then here's how they tell you to say fall. Uligo hasti. Uligo hasti is how you say fall in Cherokee. That's how it's written in our letters. There's the pronunciation. There's how it's written in Cherokee letters. And it means fall or autumn. As shell shakers dance all night around the fire and burnt cedar scent drifts upward during the great new moon ceremony. Looks like they're having a big celebration, aren't they? As we clean our houses, wear new clothes, enjoy a feast, and forget old quarrels to welcome the Cherokee New Year. We say Otsaliheliga while we collect buckbrush and honeysuckle to weave baskets, to remember our ancestors who suffered hardship and loss on the Trail of Tears. And have hopes that our Elisi, grandma, cradles the newest member of the family and reveals his Cherokee name. And right here, Elisi. That means grandmother. Gola, winter. As bears sleep deep and snow blankets the ground, we say Otsaliheliga. Ooh, look at the winter. That's up north in the winter when there's snow, a lot of snow. Do you see the bears in the ground? And there you've got gola, and how it's spelled, and how it's pronounced, and what it means. Gola. While elders share stories and we savor buttery bean bread and steamy hominy soup, as older children teach the younger ones how to make corn husk dolls and play cane flutes. You see what they're doing inside the house to celebrate winter? While it's cold outside, you can see some people outside as well. There's their favorite winter food right there. And there's her family teaching how to make corn husk dolls and play cane flutes, while we gather to remember an uncle who has passed on. As men cuddle babies and sing traditional lullabies in Jalagi, which means Cherokee, Jalagi. And there you can see how that word is written in our letters, how it is pronounced, how it is written in Cherokee letters, and what it means, Cherokee. Jalagi. Oh, now we're going to go to spring. How do you say spring in Cherokee? Gogeyi. Gogeyi is how you say spring in Cherokee. And that is what it looks like. And there's the word spring in it, our letters. When showers fill streams and shoots spring up, we say, Otsaliheliga, Otsaliheliga. They say, we are grateful for spring. Are you grateful for spring at the end of a long, cold winter? When that first fresh breeze tickles your face? You are, aren't you? While men sing, asking for thunder and lightning's protection of the emerging sprouts that women tend. As we gather wild onions, spring's first food, and serve them with hen's eggs. That's a tradition that they do in the spring. Gather wild onions and serve them with hen's eggs. And they ask for protection for the budding garden that they're starting to grow. As we practice patience to sew pucker toe moccasins and coil clay to build beautiful pots. I like how they're telling us about their traditions, how they make things too. You see they're making moccasins, which are shoes that are soft leather, and they're making clay pots. And it says that they coil the clay. Have you ever seen them coil the clay like a snake? And then they build up the pot. That's a really neat way to make a pot, isn't it? As we plant ani, which is the name for strawberries, an ancestral story, sweet-smelling reminder not to argue with each other. Ani. I like ani. I like strawberries. Do you like strawberries? As we embrace a clan relative heading off to serve our country. There's a clan relative, a member of the Cherokee Nation, who's also a member of the United States nation, who's going to serve in the war. As the crops mature and the sun scorches, we say, Otsaliheliga. And now we're going to learn how to say summer. There's a word for summer the way we say it. And the way to say it there is gogi. Gogi. There it is. The way it looks with our letters. There's the pronunciation. There's the way it looks with the Cherokee letters. And there it says summer. You see them working in their big garden during the summer? Oh, wow. There's a lot of good stuff that comes in the summer that you can, because the weather's so warm, everything gets ripe. When we grasp our gigs and wade into the cool creek to catch crawdads for supper, as we sink our teeth into the season's first harvest at the green corn ceremony. Isn't that cool? while we click-clack sticks, chase a small ball, and fling it high at the stickball game pole. Look at all these wonderful traditions that she's sharing with us. I'm so glad that she wrote this book. I'm so grateful. I am Otsaliheliga that she wrote this book. When we recall the ancestors' sacrifices to preserve our way of life, to celebrate Nulista Nidola. Nulista Nidola. And that means history. And listen to our tribal leaders speak at the Cherokee National holiday. And there they all are celebrating their history. I'm going to show you again. Nulistani lo. No, I got messed up. My tongue got tied. I'm so sorry. Nulista Nidola. That's how you say that. And that means history. And there you have how it looks in our letters. And there is the pronunciation. And there's how it looks in Cherokee letters. And there's the definition, history. Every day, every season, Otsaliheliga, we are grateful every day in every season. Can we be grateful every day in every season? What if you have a bad day? Can you still be grateful? Yes, you can, can't you? In fact, at the beginning of this book, remember it said that you're supposed to remember what you're thankful for and also your struggles, because your struggles teach you too, don't they? And that is the end of this book, but let me show you some really great things that are in here. There's a definitions page. I'm going to tell you all those wonderful new words. Remind you what they mean, remind you how to say them. Don't they just roll off your tongue? Such a beautiful language. And then we have an author's note, which I like it when the author writes us a note, because the whole book is a note, but then it's at the end, it's like, I'm so glad you read my book, and let me tell you some more. I just love it when the author writes a note. And then it has a little bit of information on the Cherokee syllabary, and a website that you can go to. And then here we've got some of those wonderful letters. Isn't that wonderful? And that's the end of that book. And I am so grateful that I got to share this book with you today. And I hope you have a wonderful week and that you find many, many, many things to be grateful for. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.